Okay. What's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back to the Gold Box series. Last time we finished Pool of Radiance, the first in the series. And the series obviously is kind of loose. Almost none of the game, or most of the games are not really connected too much. And there's basically, I guess you could consider 3 separate series that are within the Gold Box series. There's actually other games in there, like there's a Buck Rogers game or whatever, like there's a few things. But there's the main sort of Forgotten Realm quadrology, or whatever you want to call it. Pool of Radiance, Curse of the Azure Bond, Secret of Silver Blades, Pools of Darkness. That's what we're on right now. So we're on the second of 4. Then there's Gateway to the Savage Frontier, Treasures of the Savage Frontier. And then the Krynn games. Champions of Krynn, Death Knights of Krynn, Dark Queen of Krynn. From what I understand, the Krynn games are kind of regarded as the best by a lot of people. So I think we're going to save those for last. Anyways, last time we finished Pool of Radiance. Wasn't too tough. Wasn't too tough, all things considered. And so we're going to be taking our characters into the second adventure now. Curse of the Azure Bonds. And as part of that, I mean, there's definitely various... what did I enter? Like, did I start the game or something? I don't think so. I'm in like a mode here that I cannot get out of. Whoa. This is like the opening cutscene. I don't know what I'm... I imagine this is backstory, or like the setup, and I should probably read that from Wikipedia so we could get an idea of what's happening. But anyways. So, the characters we're bringing over, the same 6, Gregory, Hiram, Emilia, Serena, Rosalina, as well as Mangg. Now, Mangg is not listed here, and that's because this game adds a couple more AD&D classes, Paladin and Ranger, and we want both of those. Both of those are good. And so I'm kind of experimenting a little bit here. I wanted Hiram to become a ranger, and so I went into the Goldbox Companion editor and changed his class from fighter to ranger. This is apparently allowed. Currently it lists his ranger level as 0, but I guess once we get in-game, he'll get to level up or something, and we'll see. I don't know. I felt a little sketchy when I changed it, because it's like, surely it can't just be that simple. Like, nothing else changed. I don't know. I'm not so sure. Mangg, I was even less sure about, though, with the Paladin, because it's like, he has to change alignment to lawful good, allegedly. He gets spells at a certain point. I just really was... I mean, Ranger also gets spells, but I don't know. I wasn't sure. So, for Hiram, I just edited it. For Mangg, however, we're actually going to recreate him. And that means that Mangg is going to end up as a level 5 character going into this. And I actually did already make him. This should be the proper one. Yeah, so Paladin, level 5. He ended up with 18/51 strength, 18 dex, 18 con, 17 charisma. That's not as ridiculous as you might think, and that's because when you make a new Paladin, you pick Paladin first, right, as your class, and then you roll stats. And so your stats have to meet the minimum requirements for Paladin. And so they just do that automatically. So whenever you roll, all of your rolls automatically meet the minimum required stats for Paladin, which are quite high, for strength, dex, con, charisma, and all that. So no matter what, if you roll a Paladin, he's going to have good stats. And what people said is that the games at this point kind of expect your characters actually to have, like, at the minimum 18 in like your primary stats. So I went ahead and I adjusted a few of the other guys' stats, bumping, you know, a couple numbers up by 1 or 2, just to make sure their primary stats were at 18. I didn't go overboard and like give them 18 in everything, although, you know, for the fighter, an 18 intelligence doesn't matter at all. Yeah, I didn't go overboard, but I think you could, and it wouldn't affect your difficulty too much. So there's our paladin, all right? And that's basically it. So now we're going to begin the adventure. You awaken in a small room. Looking around, you notice that all your gear is gone, as is your memory of recent events. How convenient. Adding to your disquiet, you notice that your sword arm has been somehow imprinted with strange patterns. The rest of your party are identically marked. And that's it, and we're off to the races. So let me start by putting Mangg in the proper order. At the top, good. Okay, so I do have level ups for Imola, Serena, and Rosalina available, but I don't see a level up for Hiram. So let me... Oh, no, there it is. Hiram. Ready to advance as Ranger to level 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now he got Druid spells, apparently. Imola made it to level 7. So I guess this is XP carrying over, because technically I was still accumulating XP, even after I hit level cap. So that's nice. So we're already level 7, which means we get a level 4 spell. You can't see these, but my options are Charm Monster, Confusion, Dimension Door, Fear, Fire Shield, Fumble, Ice Storm, Minor Globe of Invulnerability, Remove Curse, and Bestow Curse. I've heard that Confusion is quite good, as is anything that makes enemies helpless. So I feel like we're probably going to grab that. I mean, Ice Storm makes... I mean, I like Ice Storm, but it doesn't inflict nearly as much damage as Fireball. But it does penetrate a minor globe of invulnerability. So it's worth having prepared to disrupt enemy magic users. But yeah, Confusion. Can affect a significant number of enemies. If one of them goes berserk, the AI will target that enemy, also getting you many of the benefits of Charm monsters. That's crazy good. Yeah, we'll take Confusion. Imola also going to level 8. Okay, so we get a second level 4 spell, or a third level spell if we want. So we could take Haste at this point. I could take Slow. But it's the walkthrough says usually one of either the direct damage of Fireball or the higher level Confusion or Hold monsters will be stronger. Yeah, I would imagine. I mean, what else would really appeal to me then? I guess I could take Minor Globe and Vulnerability. Fear is apparently not super good. Dimension Door. Nope, not good. Yeah, a lot of spells just aren't too good. Chances are we're just going to be stacking Confusion anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. Fumble apparently may seem weak because it's only a single target, but it's a guaranteed effect. So it's a good debuff against Draco Liches, which are immune to many other spells. Alright, fuck it, I'll take Fumble. He also hit level 9. God, we're like done with the game already. This can't be right. There's no way I got that much XP. This game's gonna take like 5 minutes. So now he gets a level 5 spell. Cloud Kill, Cone of Cold, Feeble Mind, or Hold Monsters. I imagine Hold Monsters is what we want, because it works on even many dangerous or high-level monsters. Whereas Cloud Kill won't work on anything strong. Yeah. And then Feeble Mind probably only against spellcasters. Anything vulnerable to this spell should just be targeted with Hold Monsters instead. Yeah. And Cone of Cold still doesn't do as much damage as Fireball and Lightning Bolt. Jesus. Alright, then Hold Monsters it is. Okay, so Imola's level 9, and he's like halfway to 10. And now Serena also gets a bunch of levels. She's level 8. Rosalina hits 7 mage, 8 mage. Okay, 8 mage. She didn't get any thief levels, apparently. Okay, so that means that our levels are Paladin 5, Fighter 8. He didn't get any levels. Hiram... Okay, see, this is not... Yeah, see, I think I gotta remake this guy. He's level 8/8, and he has 210 health. Yeah, that's not correct. So again, I don't know if I can edit him to... Can I fix him? Is he fixable? It says here his level is just 8. And his class is listed as just Ranger. So I don't know why he's 8 out of 8 with 210 health. I feel like... Yeah, you know, we're gonna remake him. So... I'm gonna... See, I can't exit. That's one of the annoying things. And actually... Yeah, it's one of the really annoying things is that you can't load the game from anywhere but going to a trainer. You have to go to a trainer in the town, at least in Pool of Radiance. It seems like that's carrying over. So you have to go to a trainer to load a game. And if you die in combat, if your whole party dies, or if you want to reload, you know, because like 3 of your people die or whatever, you have to close out of the game entirely and reload the game completely to get back to where you were. So that's great. All right. So we're going to remove Hiram. We're going to recreate Hiram. This is the point where we could make him, I guess, as something other than a human, because that's kind of all been... A lot of that's been sorted out. So the walkthrough actually recommends... for their party... Now I'm losing it. Hold on. There was somewhere in here. Now I've lost it. Okay. So this walkthrough's recommendation for a party is a human paladin, 2 human rangers, a elf fighter / magic user, a human cleric, and an elf fighter magic user thief. If you transfer your party from Pool of Radiance, make it as much like the above party as possible. Any half-elves, gnomes, or halflings that are not single-class thieves should be let go now. Their level limits become crippling. That would be Rosalina, actually. So maybe we're gonna remake Rosalina as well to be the fighter magic user thief. crazy. I'm gonna have to like let go of half my party here. We're not like we're really bringing them over. So then the ranger, he still recommends human, and I think that's because of the strength aspect. I think humans can still only get 18/100 or something like that, or there's something with level limits based on your strength or something. I don't remember exactly. There's a lot of info. I don't know how optimal we have to be, I guess, but we'll just go with human, male, ranger, lawful good, and now his stats. So again, you know, he's gonna meet the bare minimum for various things required for being a ranger, so all his stats are decently high. You know, I always like a high strength, but we want to make sure we get that 18 dex. So that's a 16 dex with a high strength. I think he has a lot of primary stats, though. And I'd have to go down now to look at all the ranger information. Primary stats of a ranger are strength, intelligence, and wisdom. A single class ranger with 16 or higher in all three receives a 10% bonus to XP earned. Crazy. So we want strength, int, and wisdom to be 16 or higher. So we gotta keep rolling. That's not bad. Dex is a little low. But you know, he's not necessarily an archer, by the way. He very much could just be a frontliner. They get D8 hit points every level, you know. They can wield any weapon and wear any armor or shield. And they do get eventually multiple attacks. They get bonus damage versus giant enemies, including bugbears, ettins, giants, gnolls, goblins, hobgoblins, kobolds. So it's giant class monsters, which includes goblins. And then they also get druidic spells starting at level 8. You can see why they're pretty fucking good. And your party can't have any more than 3 characters whose current class is ranger. So you're restricted from having just a party of rangers. Damn, 1897. That was good. It's a good year. We gotta get the high roll though. Nope. It's a little unlikely, actually, for that all to line up properly. Okay, there's 1889, 16 int, 16 whiz, 17 con. Still not great dex, but I'm going to take it just so we can move on with our lives, okay? This is Hiram. I should probably adjust his colors a little bit, just, you know, to make him stand out. Yeah, I mean, we'll just... Whoop. Not purple. Not purple. Yellow, white? We'll go white. The White Ranger. It's cool. It's like Power Ranger. Yeah. Remember that? It's fine. It's fine. We're moving on. Save Hiram. Overwrite Hiram, yes. Okay, and then Rosalina, we gotta boot out as well. So she's going to become, what did we say? An elf, fighter, magic user, and thief. She's gonna be a triple class. You know, that I probably could change. It says to make her male. I'm gonna make her female. Because she's Rosalina. We got to keep the same names at the very least. Everything else can change, maybe. We're going to be neutral good. And here we obviously want many stats to be high. Now, I don't know if it's going to let us go up to 18. Well, I think we can get 18 strength, but I don't know if it's going to give us the extra strength. Actually, I don't even know if it'll give us 18 strength, to be honest. I think we're specifically restricted from that with this. So fuck it, we're just gonna set that, because that's sexist and bullshit. I don't like it. So we really want int at 18 and dex at 18 or close to, and we could just adjust that. It's not the end of the world. Dex at 19. Oh, because an elf. Oh. Int 18, 15 strength, 16 dex, 18 charisma. These stats are pretty great, and we'll just adjust them and make them even better. That's the world we're living in. So her color was black. Black as night. Really don't want to spend too much time here. Should have done all this beforehand, huh? No, your body... No. What are you doing? Body. Black. It's good enough. It's a little weird. Alright, done. Okay, add in Hiram, Mangg, Rosalina. So those are our 3 fresh characters. It just ensures that they're proper and appropriate, you know? So you can actually go in and modify stats. So in-game, that lets us bump up things that we want to bump up. So you can actually just... You know, it's nice, because you figure that you're going to be rolling potentially anyways. They may as well be nice and just let you change things, but they won't let you break the rules, not like the editor will, which will let us actually set her strength to a good number. I won't be overly greedy here with her strength. I'm just going to set it to 18, 50. That is a little greedy, I agree. I don't care. You can't stop me. Was I going to change anything else? Not really. I'm definitely happy with Mangg. I rolled good stuff there. Hiram, yeah, we could bump up to 18. Like I said, the game basically intends for you to have 18 in your primary stats. So do not feel bad about doing that unless you've played before and you're trying to do a bit more of a challenge run or something like that. I think that's going to be all correct. Okay, so we just have to level up these characters again, grab Confusion and Fumble and Old Monsters, and that's it. And then we're going to put people in the proper order here. Mangg, of course, up front, then that, then that, then that. Actually, you could put Serena up there, because she's not bad. She's not bad. And I think actually someone recommended putting the speed to 4. Oh, yeah, okay, good. 4. So that should ensure that the messages don't flip by too quick, even with double speed on the DOS box. Okay, so... Welcome to the fair city of Tilverton, beams the innkeeper. Then she notices your collective scowls. Please calm down while I explain. You listen, and you record it in your journal, entry 31. Perhaps the sage will help. You can get weapons from the shop across the way. Okay, do we want to know what journal entry 31 is? I wish that showed for you, but it doesn't. You were brought in by a group in red robes. They said they'd found you on the road near death. They paid for your rooms in advance, so you can stay as long as you'd like. You had those tattoos when you came in, but I've never seen anything like them. Falani the Sage could help you, though. You should go see her, 2 blocks north. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is set up our magic. So, we want to memorize all our spells. Look at this. So many spells. So we're going to grab a Bless, some Cure Light Wounds, and Protection from Evil. For second level, we mainly want Hold Person, I see. Hold Person, and I'll grab Silence and Spiritual Hammer. For third level, I'm going to grab a Cure Disease, but we mainly want a couple prayers and a Dispel Magic. I don't really need 2 prayers since we recover spells every battle. Fourth level, though, now we get Cure Serious Wounds, which was not in the last game, so that's a pretty big deal. We also get Protection from Evil, 10-foot radius, which is a nice pre-buff. Also, Neutralize Poison. Poison. See, the problem is you don't want really anything that's a touch spell. Those are generally not great. Poison, yeah, again, typically exposes your cleric to too much risk, so it's not too hot. Yeah. Okay. Cure Serious Wounds is probably just what we're going to take a bunch of. But they also recommend Neutralize Poison. So, I'm going to take 1 Neutralize Poison and 2 Cure Serious Wounds. Okay, so that's all going to be memorized. Hiram does not have any yet, but he will. Imola, I don't know if sleep is going to be useful right out the gate. We'll take 1, but I think we mostly want Magic Missile. We definitely want Stinking Cloud and a Knock. Then we want, say, 2 Fireballs and a Lightning Bolt. Fourth level. For now, let's just take 2 Confusions and then 1 Hold Monster. Okay, that's gonna all happen. And then Rosalina. She's going to take... Ooh, she's got some fun ones here. I feel like it just picked this for me. Yeah, Enlarge could be good, huh? We didn't touch that in the first game. Unlike most buffs, the strength boost from this will last long enough that you can recast it indoors every time after you're done resting. And it's also strong enough to be worthwhile doing this on the entire party once your casters are high enough level. Really? What exactly does it do? Okay, so its duration is 10 minutes per level. That's pretty great, so it already lasts almost an hour. Increases the strength of the target depending on caster level. So we're level 4. I think she's a level 4 magic user, or maybe 3. But yeah, it's going to bump strength up to 1876 at level 4. But once we get up to like level 8, bumps it up to strength 20. And it'll last like an hour and a half at that point. So, yeah, I could see Enlarge definitely being pretty good. We'll grab one of those. And I'm also going to grab a Magic Missile, and then Stinking Cloud. We don't get a whole lot of spells at this level for a triple class. And then we will rest for 15 hours to memorize all that shit. Great. Okay. And then we're going to store those spells so we don't ever have to do that again until we level up. Okay. So we're at the inn. You see a sign overhead, Windlord's Inn. Street grows narrow and dim here with trash piled in the corners. Okay, that's a locked door. You see a sign overhead, The Curse. What's your pleasure? Punch Barkeep. That's just the default choice if you press enter. Jesus. The Sage Falani. I am the Sage Falani. You are here about the sigils, correct? Yes. This is an interesting case. I'll do it for half your funds. How much do you have? Exit. Fuck that. You're gonna base it on half my money. I'm gonna go spend it first. Tilverton General Store. Good day to you, gentle persons. Do you wish to make a purchase? Yes. So, yeah, oh, this is just the general store. No, we need a blacksmith. As you are passing through the crowds, you hear, I swear I heard a woman screaming in the sewers. You encounter a group of royal guards. They tell you that this way is closed because the royal carriage is coming soon, and they send you back. You move away. Okay. I'm certain it was a dragon that passed over last night. God help us if there's another flight of the dragons. Okay. No, I don't want to punch the barkeep. Stop tempting me. Weaponers of Cormyr. Here we go. Finest Cormyr steel. Yes. So he has 300 platinum. That is quite a bit of money. So we probably want to go with the traditional start. That was the same thing we did last time. There is some new things in here I see, like staff slings. But yeah, for the most part, we want banded mail. Oh gosh, I wish. Yeah. All right, we want a long sword. We want banded mail, a shield. That's pretty much it to start. Unless they change the way bows work, or quick combat works, but I doubt it. Gregory is gonna pretty much buy the same thing, I think. So, longsword, banded mail, shield. Serena. I can't use swords, so she's gonna buy a flail or a mace. Fuck it, she'll just go for the mace. Banded mail, shield. Hiram. 300 platinum is quite a bit of money. So, I guess he's gonna go for the composite longbow. A long sword. I keep thinking of him as an archer, but he's anything. He can be anything. So we'll see what he does. We'll buy some arrows. And he can use any armor, so we'll go with banded mail and a shield. Why not? Imola. I wonder if she can use the staff sling or not. Otherwise, it's basically just darts. I'll buy the staff sling, because that could be good. But I feel like I'm probably heading back in here to buy darts. So maybe I just buy darts. And Rosalina is now a fighter, magic user, thief. So she can sort of use anything. I don't think she can wear armor and cast spells. But, Maybe I should just give her a bow as well? I wonder if the walkthrough suggests anything. Initial equipment. Armor. Leather armor for thieves. Banded mail for all non-thief clerics and warriors. Yep. All clerics and warriors should also purchase a shield. Longsword for warriors and thieves. Flail for single-class clerics. See, why the flail over the mace? I'm not quite sure. Quarterstaff for single-class magic users. Warriors should also purchase a two-handed sword, which has superior damage against larger monsters. Ah. You do not otherwise need backup or alternative melee weaponry. Interesting. No maces for undead or anything. Missile weaponry, composite longbow for warriors, short bow for thieves who are not warriors. 120 plus arrows for warriors and thieves. A staff sling for single-class clerics, some darts for single-class magic users. Okay, we'll have to send that staff sling over to Serena. A few flasks of oil for use against trolls may help a bit if you generated brand new characters. Okay, so in the first game, fire does not disable troll regeneration, even though it should. So I guess they fixed that now. But we have fireball, so we don't care too much. Okay. I'm still not quite sure what Rosalina can equip or not. So I guess we'll give her a composite short bow. And what did it say for a weapon? A longsword? That makes sense. I don't know if she can use a shield or not. I also don't know if she can wear banded... No, she can't wear banded mail. She's all 3, so she can't really do anything with armor. She wants those bracers of armor. So, yeah, I don't know. And then I guess we'll go through and buy everyone a two-handed sword. The warriors, as they call them. Okay, Mangg has 288 platinum left. So I guess he probably should buy the composite longbow and the arrows just in case. And Gregory can go in, buy composite longbow and arrows just in case. I'm not buying 120. Maybe I should. That's 150 though. Why did it say 120? Yeah, I think that's probably fine. May you always strike true. Okay. So longsword, shield, banded mail. Yeah. That's it. Gregory, longsword, banded mail, shield. Serena. Maybe is a flail a D8 or something? Now I'm actually curious. So let me go down to like the equipment list here. Okay, so a flail is one-handed. It's a bashing weapon. Deals 1d6 plus 1 damage versus small and medium targets. 2d4 versus large. The mace is one-handed, bashing damage, 1d6 plus 1 against small and medium, and 1d6 against large. So technically, against a large target, the flail is better. Yeah, it is. And it costs like nearly 3 times less. What the hell, man? What's the point of the mace? That's a pretty marginal case, though. I'm not going to go back in. So that's it. And then Hiram... Yeah, he'll throw on the bow for now. Imola has got darts and is going to send the staff sling over to Serena, who just, has it. And then Rosalina has a longsword, and I should probably give a shield, maybe? Sure. Okay. I think that's fine. Probably. Yes, the sigils. I'll do it for half your funds. How much do you have? Are we already gonna lie to the nice lady sorceress sage helping us out? Is that what we're gonna do, man? Doesn't seem smart. Let's see what the walkthrough says. It doesn't even say. It just unlocks a journal entry, so I don't even know if it's worth it. Well, money's not that important, so tell the truth. She talks and you record it in journal entry 38. You move away. Okay, 38. You bear the symbol of 5 different organizations. 3 I recognize, 1 I've never seen, and the last causes me some concern. The flame and dagger is the symbol of the Fire Knives, a group of assassins who last operated out of Westgate. That group has been destroyed, so they must have a new base of operation. I fear I do not know where. The mouth in the palm is the symbol of the god Moander. This god was banished from the world, but he reappeared briefly as a pile of filth. It laid waste to a section of the city of Ulash before its defeat. The cult's color of choice is green. The ornate Z in the triangle is the symbol of the Zentrim, the Black Network. These are an evil alliance of priests, mages, and thieves operating out of Zentil Keep. Some say that they run Zentil Keep. The flaming symbol I've never seen, so I can give you no information. The last symbol, with the crescent moon, bears a disturbing similarity to a powerful sage in Shadowdale. For my own safety, I'll say no more about it. Interesting. Okay. Here's the Temple of Gond. Make way for the royal carriage! You hear the king's voice coming from the carriage. Suddenly, the sigils on your arm glow brightly. You find yourself unable to resist a compulsion to attack the royal carriage. As the carriage retreats, a young man leans out and croaks, "Don't kill me, I'm not really the king." Then, as he spots your blue markings, he faints back, crying, "Oh no, not again!" The glow begins to fade. A loud bell starts ringing behind you. The guards rush toward you with swords drawn. Oh god. I gotta fight these guys? Well, I keep forgetting I'm not level 1. That's okay. Okay, I mean, it seems... Yeah, pretty similar. We may as well try out Confusion. So, let me just see... Confusion. It's got a range of 12 and a diameter of 7. Holy shit, that seems insanely big. I don't even know where to put this. Not there. Okay, clearly I was wrong. Well, that was a fun waste of it, wasn't it? Shit. Hold on, let me bring up the manual, because it'll say something maybe more specific about the spells. not. No, it gives that same information of area. Oh no, this says area 2 to 16, 3 radius. 2 to 16, 3 radius. Oh, I guess you get a diameter of 7 out of a 3 radius, right? Okay. I understand now what you're saying. Let's try hold person. All 3 are held. That's how they start to fucking die. Oh yeah. Stinking cloud. Fuck. Once you click it, you know, you're locked in. You have to abort it if you're not within range or something. Okay, not a good showing for the wizard, but we killed everything. Well, if we wanted long swords and shields and chainmail, this is the place to go. I doubt any of this is magical, because that would be a little ridiculous at this stage. Yeah, it's just... yeah, okay. You see beyond the charging guards, 2 red-robed men jump the carriage. They haul out a thin man and drag him into an alleyway. One calls out, "Do you surrender?" If you do, your party is jailed. If you do not, you fight a second identical combat. If you are jailed, you are soon rescued by a thief, who returns all your equipment and leads you to the Tilverton Thieves Guild. Really? That's... good? I think you want to do that, so yes, you are thrown in jail. After a few hours, one wall slides open and a thief appears. He hands you your equipment and signals you to follow him. The man leads you through hidden passages, emerging in a dark underground area, the Thieves Guild. Before you stands a burly man, surrounded by several alert bodyguards. He seems somewhat nervous. You look a little rocky. Care to rest? No. Okay, let's continue. The Fire Knives have the king's daughter in the hideout, hoping to lure him into a trap. I cannot directly intervene, but I can offer information. Suddenly, the side door explodes inward with a deafening crash. "Traitorous scum!" hisses a Fire Knife. "Seize them all!" He commands his sizable band of thieves. As his men spread out, the guildmaster hurls a poison dagger, which catches the Fire Knife in the throat. His body slumps to the floor, twitching violently. As you prepare to... fuck. Well, we're definitely getting more, kind of story elements here, that's for sure. There's like a mystery to be solved. We don't know what's going on with these symbols on our arm, or who put them there, or what's happening. It's all very exciting. Okay, so we're fighting the Fire Knives. They're bad, and we're joined by thieves. Some local thieves. I guess I could throw out a magic missile. Why not? Didn't do a whole lot of damage. But we can always... yeah, pray. There's a friendly thief over there, surrounded by dudes. You think they'll be upset if I hit him with a fireball? Well, he got roasted, but it did good work. Can't be upset about that. Yeah, we just mop up at this point, I think. So, you know, the idea is that our levels will eventually kind of even out. You know, Mangg is a lower level, but he doesn't need as much XP to level up as the others that are higher levels, so... And then there's the bonus XP, and I think humans get bonus XP or something, so, you know, it'll all work out. Alright, it's getting a little ridiculous. Apparently we're all very into our bows at the moment. So again, quick combat, they kind of just default to using whatever they think is the best weapon, which for them is the composite longbow. We got 1179 XP. There's a lot of daggers and leather armor, some shields, you know. I don't know, it's fine. Guildmaster gasps. On balance, I'd rather be in Ulash. On balance. And then he dies. You find information on his body and log it as journal entry 4. Okay, I mean, we may as well read. Okay, so this is a hand-drawn map marked sewers. And it shows you a route to take through the sewers. That's handy, look at that. So that's just in your little booklet that you'd have next to you, is a nice route through the sewers. Cool. You come upon some running thieves. What do? Remain calm. They yell as they run past. The fire knives are pushing up from the south. They're boiling out of the sewers. Alright. The clang of metal on metal and the growls of animals locked in mortal combat echo through the halls. Okay. I'm gonna save real quick, of course. Wounded dogs back away from you, growling. Their masters lie dead on the floor. You are attacked by a menagerie. No shit. What the fuck? There's like monkeys and dogs and magic users. Fire knife, fighting dog, monkeys. A lot of dogs and then some monkeys that are using slings. Well, we probably should just fireball down the lane, right? Yeah, it turns out fireball's pretty good, huh? Yeah, these early battles should be pretty easy because we're not just a fresh batch of characters. We did carry over several. So, like, Imola specifically is going to be a big factor. Game is fast as shit, man. Whew. 308 XP. More bullshit that we don't really need, as you expect. And moving on. Here on a table is an open guest book. The last entry reads, O Rustkettle Bard of the Realms, touch the harp and lose your hand. At the end of the corridor, you see a halfling with a harp dodge into a doorway and disappear. Okay. Lying in a pool of blood is a young woman in a green robe. Near her is a broken staff, surmounted by a hand with a mouth for a palm and a piece of paper. The paper reads, Keep watch on the chosen ones. Oh man, are we the chosen ones? I haven't looked at the walkthrough yet for this location. We're just kind of milling about. Clearly shit is going down, though. You see green slimy marks on the floor, more distinct near the door. You are entering the foul-smelling, slime-covered sewers of Tilverton. Because of the slippery footing and low ceiling, it is apparent that fighting will be awkward. Okay. So, I did discover the explore map function, so now I have the whole map revealed to me. Which helps a little bit, but you still probably want the walkthrough. There's no penalty to Thaco here. It's just a -3 penalty to movement in some combats. Apparently there was once a penalty to Thaco, but complaints about it made the pages of Computer Gaming World, and it no longer exists in any IBM version. Interesting. Okay, blah, 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 blah. A lot of fire knives to steal. There's an OTUG. 5 of OTUGs. Holy shit. Okay, so there's a fire knife hideout. And we want to go kill the leader, I suppose. Okay. Oh, and there's Bracers AC4 we can get. We have to fight some trolls, though. So that's at 11 on the map. Okay. I can make my way there. You still hear the occasional sounds of battle echoing from the guild hall. Journal entry 41. Paper is heavily soiled, but you can make out knives, untrustworthy, cultist, unreliable, wizard, insane, and he seems very dangerous. Expect little reliability from the new alliance, especially over the bonded subject. We'll need to set up our own observation team. Huh. Tattered green robe lies trampled in the muck. You spot a checkpoint to the south. You hear the shuffling of large feet, but can't locate the direction because of the echoes. You're at a checkpoint. The fire knives demand your immediate surrender. Do you surrender? No. You're even outnumbered. What the fuck are you telling me to surrender for? I don't know. Let's try sleep just for the fun of it. You never know. Wow, didn't hit any of them. Okay. Stinking cloud. Yeah, that always does the job. That'll do it. Yeah, it's just always a bunch of bullshit. And it's like basically, you know, if you're playing D&D and you did a combat and your players are like, "Oh, we loot all the bodies." And it's like, "Okay, here you go. This is the list. You really gonna take every fucking leather armor?" Don't do that. Don't do that shit. You quickly hide their bodies. You spot something flapping on the ceiling. To tell what it is, someone will need to climb up. Does anyone want to? Only a thief could succeed. Yes. Rosalina. The thief retrieves a swatch of cloth from a sealed trapdoor. The door was too well jammed to open. The scent of a tavern wafts down through the door. Oh, okay. And I got what? 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 What was that? If you investigated the commotion at Tilverton Location 5 after Princess Cassia's visit, you recognize the cloth as being the same as the dress worn by the woman who disappeared from the bar. Oh, well, I definitely didn't do that, so... this is not correct. I'll go... Stuffed in a crevice here are the slain bodies of 2 red-robed assassins. It would take something powerful to have lodged them so tightly. Okay, just a lot of, like, hints and stuff. Wait, how the fuck do I get over there? Oh, do I have to go back north? Back to the Thieves Guild? Yes, I think I do. No? D2? What the fuck is D2? Oh, there's doors now. Oh, man. Okay. So there's doors that, like, are basically function as teleporters and just take you to a different part of this map. So there's a door in the southwest of this map that leads you to... I don't even know. I don't even see it anywhere. D... Oh, is that the hideout? No? I don't know. I guess we'll go to the door? Sure. Can't do much else. The remains of a body is here. An arm is marked with defective versions of the sigils on your arms. Rats, the size of large dogs, rush away at your approach. Boy, there's a lot of, like, little interruptions here. Pieces of trolls lie strewn about. What do? Burn them. You quickly sear the pieces into inactivity. You see a scrap of purple cloth clinging to the bottom of the south door hinge. Okay. Oh, that's where I went. Okay. Boy, it's definitely labyrinthine. Holy shit. I guess it's basically like 3 narrow, long areas kind of stacked next to each other. So if I stacked this square map vertically, I think it would make more sense. Okay, well, anyways. Yep, that's good. Burnt into the wall here is the symbol of a hand with a mouth for a palm. The faint stench of decayed flesh seems to hang here. Okay, we're gonna be, going into a tougher fight, I guess. The room is swampy, and you sink down to your knees. Some trolls are sitting on a small tussock, tossing hunks of meat to the wallowing crocodiles. They turn to you. Another pile of meat, and so soon. Ooh, look at this! The trolls got definitely a graphical update there. And there's a shit ton of crocodiles. Rosalina not having Fireball at this stage is a bit of a bummer. Because she definitely had Fireball and Lightning Bolt. Would have been great here. But we do have... Should I throw it? Yeah, Fireball's probably the best right now. We can just kill all these crocodiles. Oh, we got a troll too. Let's Trying to fight. Good, good. Good, good, good. Magic missile. The troll there, dead. And hold monsters. That thing's already helpless. But the other one jetted. Yeah, I can't target anything else. So can you just cast it? Okay. Easy. Easy. 769 XP. With the monsters defeated, this looks like a safe place to rest. Okay, well, I will do so, but by using the companion app. As you open the door, hands reach down from above. Then comes a deep bass voice. Wait, you're not Bone Grinder, but you'll probably taste better. Okay, more trolls. Let's just magic missile one of them. 7 points of damage. Hold monster. Yeah, basically, Imola's just carrying the party at the moment. Oh, we only got one there. Stinking cloud. So it's not like some games where the battle will not end until you properly put down trolls with fire or acid. Here, it's just if the battle doesn't end, they have 3d6 rounds to regenerate, I guess, unless you use fire damage or unless you're actually standing on the spot where they died, which is hard to tell because you can't see their bodies. But usually it's fastest to just win the fight. Alright, yeah, so the bracer, a girdle, flail, another stat. Oh, we can get the flail now. So the girdle is a girdle of the dwarves. Modifies constitution by +1, which may exceed 18 and automatically adjusts max hit points. Modifies charisma by -1. Do not equip this on characters transferred from Pool of Radiance. The maximum hit point adjustment may actually lower it. Interesting. Alright, we'll just take all this stuff. Should I take the money as well? Yeah, we might need money for a bit. We'll take some money. With the monsters defeated, this looks like a safe place to rest. I will do so. Also, Rosalina leveled up. Mage 4. So... yeah, she could get knock, I suppose, or... I don't know, mirror image. Thief level 5 as well. Good, good, good. So, we're going to trade... oh, it's a flail +1. Perfect for Serena, then. The Ion Stone, pink and green, I just read, raises your charisma by +1. So I guess we'll put it on Mangg. And then the girl of the dwarves has to be someone that wasn't transferred. So that's Mangg, Hiram, or Rosalina. And it's going to increase constitution. So probably also Mangg. Yep, you gave him 5 extra hit points. And then the Bracer's AC4, we want to send that straight over to... well, I mean, Imola and Rosalina would both benefit. Imola's AC is really shitty right now. So we'll go with that. Good. Bumps him up to AC3. And then that was pretty much it. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Okay, good. So that was like the major bit of loot that I saw for this place. Nothing crazy good. Let's see, what's 12? Secret Thieves Training Hall. Any class may train here. Yeah, we don't really need to do that because we just have the level up button. But yeah, I mean, we could have just gone there and trained. The only other loot here... we can get some extra jewelry, which is basically extra XP. You could also fight 8 Neo Otyugs and 12 Otyugs for a shit ton of XP, but that's going to be a very tough fight. Hard to say. Hard to say, but with Fireball and Confusion, possibly. So that's at number 9. So we're going to want to go back the way we came. It's going to be here. So I guess let's save and give it a shot. The room is filled with filth, though most of the smell comes from 2 piles near the center. The Otyug attack immediately. Oh, this is not the friendly ones. Right. No. That was number 8. That was the friendly ones. So that's the room to the north. Whoops. Okay, well, we can fight some Otyugs here and see how tough they are. I don't feel like they'd be affected by Stinking Cloud, but it seems like they might. Yeah, they are. They live in filth. Oh, there's the Neo Otyug. 72 hit points, AC 0, Thaco of 9, 3 attacks per round. Definitely a tricky customer. Let's try Hold Monster. And we're gonna target that bad boy, and that bad boy, and then that guy, and that dude. Held. 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 Unaffected. Can't win them all, right? Now, if I use a lightning bolt, I haven't done this because I've always been scared it's going to hit my allies, but I don't think it actually does. Yeah, no, it doesn't. But he's immune to electricity? Is that what it said? Okay, we just blasted his ass down. And that's all there is to say about that. Okay, so the other fight is against a lot more. So we're going to have to actually bust out Confusion for this to work, and assuming that it does. Piles of excrement have been shaped into pyramids here. Many Otyug are smoothing the sides and making artistic embellishments. A glint of metal comes from one pile. What do you do? Oh, I gotta have that glint of metal in the shit pile. Let me attack them. Jesus. Well, that certainly hurts. Confusion. Okay, I assume it can hit allies, so I don't know what to do. Throw it there. Confuse, 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 confuse. It didn't hit any of us and confused a fuck ton of them. So that's great. Now... probably want to hold monster on anyone that wasn't confused. Rosalina's down. Doesn't say if they're confused or not, so hard to tell. Okay, we got a couple of them. Going berserk, so they're gonna fight each other, which is good because we need them to do that. And now we're gonna start busting out fireballs. Because everybody loves a good fireball. Doing like 38 damage each. Serena's died. I guess my allies now auto-bandage on quick mode, which is very nice. I don't have to worry about that. Let's bust out another fireball. And we'll send it there. And we're gonna bust out a lightning bolt. No, it said they were immune to lightning, didn't it? Fuck. Well, the other one wasn't. Well, we don't have much left. Magic missile, I guess. This is where mages really shine, boy. We got it. 6,690 to the other characters. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. The object is a glittering piece of jewelry, ornately sculpted in the symbol of the Zentrim. The object looks to have been worn until recently. You are given a few other trinkets as well. So we get another 1,400 XP for the conscious characters. And we will take the 5 gems and 2 jewelry. Okay, it hurt, but Hiram did actually level up, so now he's Ranger 6. Get some health bump and a Thaco bump. And that's basically the only treasure left. So now we're going to want to... Actually, I should save. You hear a sound suddenly cut off to the south and west. You found a secret door to the east. You enter the hidden chambers. Welcome to the secret... Oh, yeah, this guy. No, I'm good. South and west. Here lies the slaughter remains of a fire knife checkpoint. As you cautiously look it over, a man steps out of the shadows. He holds a sword and wears the livery of the Knights of Myth Draenor. You bear blue tattoo markings of the fire knives, yet I have heard rumors that the accursed flamed one was using such things to control people. To whom do you owe allegiance? Princess Acacia. He laughs. That princess is a popular girl. Well, continue south and don't kill the cleric with a hammer. He's trying to rescue her as well. He lets you pass. Okay. I took a guess there. I took a shot in the dark. Okay, so now we're in the fire knife hideout. You see the remains of a fire knife checkpoint. Only fire knives are among the bodies. You stop at the entrance to this room. In front of you is a cloud of blades whirling about one another. A metallic whine makes it almost impossible to hear. What do you do? Wait. After a few moments, the blades slow down and fade away. The whine drops to a whisper and ends. The room looks as if others had been caught by the blades. Okay, well that was good. Hideout is strangely quiet for such a normally active place. You are stopped by a fire knife patrol who charge immediately. Okay. I think we can basically just bum rush this down. Seems like there's more ranged enemies already. So that's annoying. But thankfully we heal after every battle, and we don't have to leave and go find a rest spot. So the game can just remain enjoyable. Boy, these hit rates. Abysmal. Yeesh. There's your laundry list of bullshit. Great. From somewhere nearby, you hear a panicked voice. I went to get Kybor to interrogate the prisoner. This whole place was incinerated. This place must be cursed. You're spotted by a fire knife patrol who charge immediately. Okay, and now we're like 1 billion miles from each other. And we're all just gonna shoot arrows at each other until one of us dies. Yeah, whatever. Damn the fucking, lack of quick combat options. Maybe I don't want to just sit here and shoot bows all day. Although it's probably as effective as me swinging a sword, so I suppose. I was gonna use... I should just use prayer, to be honest. Yeah, I mean... Mangg going down to level 5 or whatever. Oh, Rosalina actually just died. Great. That means I have to reload, because we're nowhere near a temple, so she'd be dead for a long time. Yeah, but Mangg going down to like level 5 and not having a longsword +4, you know, things like that. And then not having like my ring of protection +3 and my plate mail +4. Yeah. It's a bummer. Hideout is strangely quiet. You're spotted by a fire knife patrol. Alright, speed. So I want to just see for, you know, so we can learn what happens if I drop confusion, like, right in the heart of it. It will confuse my own people. Alright, well, that's good to know. Fuck it. And my people will go into the clouds now. So it no longer works as a bottleneck, but it also, you can encourage monsters or force them to go through the cloud. But then your people will also go into the cloud. You know. Take the good with the bad, I suppose. Okay. Definitely slow combats at the start. Although, I did see on How Long to Beat that this game is definitely shorter. It's at like 19 hours or something for the main story. So that's probably for the best. That's good. Within the room are 2 rows of shrouded bodies. At the head of each row is a sign. One reads to be raised, the other to be buried. Okay, I probably should look in the walkthrough at some point. Oh, it hit myself. Ow. Yeah, it's dangerous, because if your characters walk into the cloud and become helpless, they can just die instantly from any attack. So, watch out for that. Alright, let me look at the walkthrough real quick for this location. We want to get to Kybor's office at location 6, then loot the armory at location 12, then the leader at 15. Okay, so 6 is all the way on the eastern side. Okay. Against the wall here, you see a stuffed figure of King Azun. It shows the marks of innumerable knife tosses. Great. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're just gonna be rattling off arrows. This is a good opportunity for a fireball, actually. Why did you move in there? Don't do that. Fireball's so good. Probably the greatest magic spell to ever be created, I would think. What could be better? Kybor's dead. You were supposed to guard him. So you get the honor of killing Vangerdahast instead. Oh god, another fucking patrol. They're everywhere. Wait, dude, can we wipe out the clan or something? The maximum number of these is 10 normally, or 13 if you've set off the fire knife alarm. If you encounter one, you're attacked by 6 fire knives. Okay, so 10 or 13 of these encounters you'd have to sit through. It's quite a bit for, like, no loot and crappy XP. Go. Better run. Hunting your ass down. Yeah, speaking of XP, I suppose, Mangg is pretty close to a level. And Gregory's pretty close to a level. Serena's pretty close to a level. Imola's somewhat close to a level, actually, which is crazy. We want to follow this secret passage down here. There's an ornate room, apparently the office of someone high up in the fire knives. Within the drawers of a rosewood desk, you find some interesting papers, and you record it in journal entry 9. Other items also come to your attention. And a bunch of XP, and we get a long sword and 10 arrows, and 500 platinum that I can't even carry. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, wait a minute. What was... Oh, longsword +2! Yes! Okay, finally Mangg will actually go into combat. The arrows +1 we should probably give to Hiram. That's his domain for now, I suppose. And we got journal entry 9. It's a symbol. Flaming aura can possess other bodies involved with the pool of radiance. Oh, are you talking about Tyranthraxis? You talking about Tyranthraxis? I know that guy. Okay, so that was 6. Then we want to get to 12. We can go several different ways here. No, really, we can only go one way, so we're gonna go one way. The room has been converted to a hospital. Wounded fire knives lie moaning in the beds. Those that can rush out through the west wall. You realize the rest are harmless. Passing through, you hear various mutterings, and you record it in journal entry 27. Okay, well, we're reading all the journal entries. The wounded men moan in terror about a hammer-wielding maniac in a room suddenly filled with flashing blades. They hope the leader's 2 prisoners are worth their trouble. Okay, I think I did go in the wrong room. Okay. You spot a checkpoint to the west. You found the armory. You find a large metal box. I open it. More XP. Ooh, doggy. Look at this stuff now. Necklace of missiles, elfin chainmail, longsword +3 frost brand, longsword +1 flame tongue, bracers of AC 10. That's shitty. Apparently they're cursed. A mace +2 and a flail +2. I suppose we have to, like, catch up to what we had, right? Well, excellent. So now we're going to equip this longsword +3. We'll give the sword to, Rosalina. Why not? And then the flail to Serena. And the mace to Hiram. And the necklace to Imola. The elfin chainmail. I don't know what to think about that. Is it only usable by elves? I'm gonna have to now look this up. It's usable by clerics, fighters, thieves, paladins, and rangers. It's a non-magical suit of chainmail that neither limits movement nor interferes with thieving abilities. But unfortunately, it would interfere with magic. So it's essentially just chainmail that doesn't restrict movement. There's some value in that, I suppose. But, meh, we'll probably be selling it. Okay, we got that. Hiram has a mace if he wants to use it. Rosalina can now have this cool sword. Good. That's nice loot. Okay, that just leaves the final boss of this area. Now we got that +3 frost brand. Oof. Makes me very excited. What do you think? Can we squeeze a fireball in here with minimal damage? Fairly minimal, I think. Yep. See, that's what I was worried about. Okay, I mean, she didn't die instantly. She went unconscious, but yeah. You walk into that and they throw a dart and you're down. Potentially dead. It's shit ass. Shit ass. You meet the leader of the Fire Knives. With a sinister sneer, he speaks and you record it in Journal Entry 11. Your arrival is well timed. We expect the king to fall into our backup trap. It is unfortunate that you attacked the wrong target. But let me introduce the man you tried to kill. He gestures over to 2 prisoners, tied up against the wall. One is a thin, bearded man, and the other is a young woman with a tattered purple sash. The man you tried to kill is Geogi Wyvernspur, an excellent mimic. Turning to Geogi, perhaps you could give us another rendition of the king's voice. Geogi looks at you and blanches. Also, let me introduce the woman who made the king's arrival possible, Princess Nicasia. At this point, the princess slips her bond, sweeps up a handy club, and brains the leader. Quick, she yells. Dispose of his guards before the leader can evoke your bonds. She brained him. See, and if you didn't read that journal, you'd have no fucking clue what's happening here. Maybe you don't care. It's also a lot of fucking fire knives. Yeah, I don't have concentration, apparently. I can't cast any spells. but Imola can cast it. Confusion. Radius of 3, so I think that right there will do some solid work. Oh, yeah. And then followed up with a nice fireball. Now we got the leader. Which is good, because we're feeling the burn. Rosalina especially is feeling the burn. See, I don't want you to go in the cloud. You could find a way around the cloud, perhaps. And then we wouldn't have this trouble. But I think we won regardless. Mostly thanks to ridiculously good spells at this stage. Obviously, you know, they didn't make the game with the intention that you're going to import characters. So they balance things around a fresh party, and this probably would be a really tough fight without what we did. Fireball and Confusion mops up. Very nice. 6,670 XP. Pretty good. Alright, so... Jesus. What's magical here? My final number 15. Okay, 4 jewelry, 8 gems, 3,000 plat, 2 random items. Okay, so that's it. The last items on the list are always the magical ones. So it's another flail and then a clerical scroll. And that's it. But we will try and take this money. There's an absurd amount of platinum. Definitely not taking the gold. Now that the Fire Knives have been defeated, the princess threatens the leader, and you record it in journal entry 54. The princess has been talking with the slightly recovered leader. With a dagger to his throat, he croaks, "All right, I'll release them." He mouths a meaningless syllable, and your bonds fade. Just as you set about freeing Gyogi, the room shakes, and you record in journal entry 53. Okay, Jesus. Suddenly, the roof vaporizes, and King Azun, his wizard Vanguardahast, and a troop of royal guards descend into the room. One of the guards points at your party and says, "Those are the ones who tried to kill you, your highness." The princess leaps up and stands between you and her father. "They were under the Fire Knives' control. They couldn't help themselves. Besides that, they saved me." The king looks at you and at the princess. "Well, the fact remains that you attempted to kill me. Also, it looks as though you wear more controlling bonds. I will not slay you, but you are banished from all Cormyr lands." The royal guards come up and begin escorting you out. Suddenly, the far door opens, and Gari of Gond steps unsteadily into the room. As you leave the room, you see the princess run over to him, and they embrace. Heading out of the hideout, you hear the king saying, "Nicasia, time for you to accept the duties of a princess." The voices fade. You are taken to the outskirts of town, and the guards leave. As you decide on your next move, a horse pounds out of the gate, bearing Gari and Nicasia. She waves as they race north. On the first night outside the city, you are all overcome by a strange lethargy. It's lethargy, right? Even the watch drifts off. Then, without warning, you are gripped in a vivid dream. 4 faces leer down at you, contemptuous of your success. A dark and foreboding voice intones, "The first and weakest of your masters has fallen. Now your feet are set on the path to servitude. You shall serve each of us in turn, though your spirit rebels. The wizard in red, the woman in green, and the lord of the black. Finally, your souls quenched. You shall be pawns of the Flamed One." The faces laugh with evil joy. The dream fades, and you awake in a cold sweat. You are at the edge of Tilverton. Will you enter or continue your journey? Well, we can't go back in, so we gotta journey. And from here, you may journey to Shadowdale Aschabenford and Dagger Falls. Well, so they got rid of the movement on the little map from the first game, and now you just travel. So that's cool. Blah, 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 blah. Once you reach the world map, you know roughly who controls the remaining 4 bonds. The bonds are important in events. They're called the Bond of the Fire Knives, Bond of Drakandros, Bond of Mogion, Bond of Fazaul, and Bond of Tyranthraxis. The above is the game's suggested order, though 2 to 4 may be removed in any order. Okay, so probably we're doing Drakandros next. There are no required quests on the world map. You can explore and get all the once-only events, though don't expect a lot of either treasure or XP. You can also patrol the forest near the Standing Stone as much as you like if you want to grind. Ah, lovely. In the forest, Ettins and Black Dragons are both vulnerable to Stinking Cloud and long-range attacks. You can also pay a visit to Zentil Keep, where you can visit the magic shop. The magic shop. The confusion spell, arrows +1, and a few darts of Hornet's Nest are particularly valuable. The shop at Dagger Falls is cheaper, but it won't be available before you remove at least 2 bonds. Okay. You can pick fights with local troops for XP and gear. Bracers AC4 from Zentil Mages are especially valuable. They sell for a lot and are useful in their own right. These fights may be rough for a weaker party, blah blah blah. If you have any single-class characters below level 7 or multi-class below level 5, I recommend you reach at least those levels before continuing with the plot. Proceed to Hap once ready. Okay. So we want to go to Zentil, I guess, and we want to get some of those bracers and buy some goodies. So Zentil Keep is located at M. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Okay, the companion shows me all the names. So we'd go to Shadowdale. How will you get to Shadowdale? Trail. You reach Shadow Gap. Atop it, you note a recently built inn, a perfect place to rest. However, all is not well. Indistinct shapes circle the building. A battle is inevitable if you are going to get some sleep. Oh, great. I didn't heal yet. And we're fighting Displacer Beasts. Okay, I'm gonna cast Enlarge on Mangg. I don't think that did anything, to be honest. I don't think we're high enough level for that to do anything. I'm just gonna guard here. We want to hold position a little bit. We'll throw out a prayer. Imola wants to hold monsters, of course. Yeah, we got one of them. I don't think they're too tough. Of course, Rosalina is now dying. But we bandage her. I really love that they added that. That makes it just a lot less stressful. Okay, a little dicey there, but there you go. The Displacer Beasts are wearing collars. Nearby is a dark elf who has been slain by the beasts. The innkeeper tells you that the elf arrived some days ago. In his room is a letter, and you record it in journal entry 58. Really? The letter is signed with a symbol that matches the crescent moon bond on your arm. So yeah, you'd be, like, trying to, you know, figure out what all these symbols are and who you have to talk to and who's responsible and who you have to kill, and yeah, okay. We want to go on to Voonlar. Halfway to Voonlar, you spot the vanguard of an army heading south along the road bearing the banner of Voonlar. What do you do? Hide. Okay, we moved on. Then you lash. Trail. You're confronted by a patrol from Zental Keep. Noting the sigils on your arms, they let you pass. Nice. And then journey to Zental Keep. Okay, same thing. Stop, get over here. We have some questions for you. The guards take you aside for questioning. You record this as journal entry 32. Of course you do. You are rudely questioned by two of the guards and their commander. For every yes answer you give, one of the guards sneers knowingly and marks it down. For every no answer, the other guard snorts and marks it in a different ledger. The commander writes down all of your party's vital statistics, including where you came from and your names. Anytime you ask them about their questioning, they all turn, sneer, and the commander says, "We are preparing a file on you. This is strictly routine." As you leave, you overhear a guard say, "Just as the little thief said." The commander replies, "Don't worry, they'll get theirs inside." You join the teeming masses of the inner city. Okay, that's where I'm going to end it. I've been talking long enough. So far, yeah, basically just an improvement in every way, right? I mean, the graphics and everything, the combat system, it's all basically the same, but the actual, like, plot and storyline and everything, that is a big improvement over the first game. I mean, there's a plot, like, that I could tell you about right now. And it's like a mystery, and you're kind of intrigued, and you're encouraged to keep going. Whereas the first game's just like, yeah, there's bad shit. Just kind of kill everything you see, and kill everything until it's all dead and the problem's over. You know. Yeah, I think that's overall a big improvement. Also, Mangg leveled up to Paladin 6. 15 more hit points. Daco bump. Save bonus. Good. Yeah, so I think maybe the 3 video structure is gonna keep working for us. So I'm gonna keep playing to around the halfway point or so. Maybe, like, you know, till the 3rd brand is ready to be solved or something like that, and then we'll do another video. I'll give some updated thoughts, and then we'll do another video for the big finale. I think that structure will work fairly well. But yeah, good stuff. For now, though, my name is Mangg. Game watching has been Curse of the Azure Bonds, and I'll see you fine folks in the next part.